This rendering shows at the top a typical degraded Pennsylvania floodplain that has been impacted by years of agricultural sediment deposition, and this has led to stream channelization and incision. You can see the floodplain has become disconnected from the historic gravel layer beneath where the groundwater is. And the wetlands that once flanked these streams in the watershed have been drained and filled and to make way for farming. So you end up with this sort of elevated dry floodplain that is disconnected from the hyperric zone and the groundwater beneath. On the bottom of the graphic, you can see how this system would look post-restoration. The legacy sediments have been removed to restore the connectivity between the historic gravel layer and to reestablish that connection with the adjacent floodplain wetlands. And this is truly a retentive system. It may flood locally, but it is designed to do that. It's designed to absorb the water and release it slowly over time. And this can reduce the risk of downstream flooding, especially during high rainfall events. This is a visual representation of the real-world site of that graphic. On the left, you can see one of these typical impaired Pennsylvania streams. It's got high incised eroding banks. The folks on the right are kind of up on an elevated floodplain. There's really not any wetland acreage there. So the goal here is to reestablish the connectivity between the floodplain, the groundwater, and that surface water stream. As you can see on the right, this is a photo on the right of this same stream segment for this project several months later, post-construction. It says as built there. That basically means that this photo was taken immediately after construction of the site at its as built condition. But additionally, we added large woody debris, incorporated habitat features like vernal pools, and basically that stream is just allowed to meander across the floodplain to absorb all of that flood water and become a retentive and resilient network of stream and wetland along the floodplain. This is the same site at year 2 on the left. You can see the vegetation is starting to establish. And by year 4, the native trees and shrubs are really establishing and helping to stabilize the system. And this will be left to mature and evolve into a complex mosaic wetland habitat across the floodplain.